everybody, I'm heading to Havasu today, Lake Havasu that is. Gonna get a couple practice days in fishing, and then Saturday we have a tournament for Rooster Tails Bass Club. So I'm excited. Hopefully the smallmouth are going to be biting. Hopefully the largemouth are going to start moving up for the spawn. Sadly, today, no wind. Tomorrow, no wind. Saturday, tournament day, we got like a 15-mile-an-hour wind coming up around 11 or 12. That's going to make it interesting because it's going to change the fishing. I'm kind of worried about it actually, but I guess we'll just deal with it. I'm excited as well. I put a couple new bunks on my boat trailer. I did that in the garage. So we're gonna put the boat in the water and see how the bunks do. I might take the boat off and then put it back on the trailer real quick just to make sure and see how it trailers right here in the morning. See if there's any issues I need to deal with. I brought all my tools just in case. I'm not too worried about it. I think if anything I should have made my trailering experience better. What happened was several years ago I was with my father-in-law and we went to Mexico to a really good lake there near a city called Obregon, Lake Havasu, I believe it is. Well, us not being very familiar with Mexico and their roads and whatnot, going into every little town, they put speed humps right across the highway. We're not used to that in the US. We don't do that. Well, this particular speed hump was the first little village past Nogales into Mexico. My father-in-law's driving. He didn't know, I didn't know. There was a sign in Spanish. Of course, neither one of us speak Spanish. We didn't know. Saying that there was bumps coming. Well, this bump was about 2 feet tall and 10 feet long, and we hit it going about 55. So as I look in the rearview mirror after we jumped the hump with our truck, my bass boat trailer and boat are like above my truck in the air. So freaked us out. We pull over, everything seemed okay. We continue our journey 7 more hours into Mexico. We're almost to the lake, and my leaf springs, which were cracked from that experience, break on just a regular pothole. Luckily we were on a winding mountain road, so we were only going about 30 miles an hour when the leaf springs broke on the right side of my trailer. So the axle spins, it turns, and my boat shoots out to the side, hits a concrete culvert on the side of the road. From that, the force of that launched my boat and trailer back the other way, all the way over into the oncoming lane of traffic, and then we finally were able to get stopped and pulled over. So I'll put pictures so that you can appreciate what happened in this video. So we're on the side of the road. We stacked a bunch of rocks and got the trailer up in the air finally, and we were able to move the axle back underneath, and then we just MacGyvered the trailer. We actually, I don't know how, but Dave, my father-in-law, somehow communicated with this guy who didn't speak a lick of English and told him that we needed a big, thick piece of wood to put there in place of the broken leaf spring. This guy comes back with like a 6-inch thick tree trunk that was cut for a fence post or something in Mexico. So we paid the guy 20 bucks. He took off, and we used this up underneath the trailer to support it, and then we just used ratchet straps and actually my high lift jack, well, not my high lift jack, a high lift jack from somebody else who was with us, and we just limped the trailer into the lake, We got to the lake, we launched the boat, As soon as the boat came off the trailer, the whole entire thing just fell apart. I mean, literally, it just came to pieces. And I drug that mess out of there. Some guys that lived right nearby came over, and they spoke English, and we told them what happened, and they got some people to come in from the city, and they took my trailer and they basically just sort of rigged it together so that I could get home. They welded it all back together and put a new leaf spring on it, but my boat trailer was crooked. It was bent. They didn't straighten it out right, and so it dog-legged. So you picture my truck here and my trailer being just slightly crooked like this all the way home. 10-hour drive, and I had brand new tires on my trailer, so by the time I got home they were bald. So anyway, insurance and everything, we got a new trailer, we're good on that. But the new trailer, which is a aftermarket trailer, the bunks were not set up the same as my former trailer, and it's always been extremely difficult to trailer my boat on this aftermarket trailer. So I added a couple bunks, and we're gonna see if that makes a difference, makes it easier to trailer my boat. I'm pretty excited about that. Can't wait to try it out, and I'll do some more footage so that we can document how it works. Quick little side story. While we were there on the side of the road in Mexico, stacking rocks, trying to get the trailer up high enough to get the axle back underneath it, we're bent over, stacking rocks, doing the jack and everything. A red truck comes around the corner. They're about 100 yards away, and they shoot a gun off over there. And as we all know, Mexico's a little crazy. As they come by us, we're bent over working on the wheel, and they shoot the gun over our heads. Luckily, I mean, we were bent down kind of behind the boat. They shot the gun right over our heads. It was close enough that I felt the muzzle blast hit me. That's the only time I've ever been shot at. Technically, I don't think they were really trying to shoot us or anything like that. They were just three, 20-something kids, like probably just trying to mess with the Americans or scare us. It was pretty sketchy. My father-in-law says if they come back, we're dead, because we're not allowed to take guns into Mexico. We can't really defend ourselves or anything, and we were stuck there. We were feeling kind of helpless in the middle of nowhere in a place that we weren't familiar with. Luckily, they didn't come back, and we went on to have a super fun trip, and we caught a bunch of big fish. But if you're ever wondering why I don't have my Champion trailer anymore, this is why. That's the story. We're hoping that our experience that we've gotten under our belts is going to help us. I feel like I'm 100% better at catching bass than I was a year ago, and we're going to do it a little different this year. We're just fishing for 5 big bites, but I have a feeling that if we do it right, we're going to call multiple times on this tournament. So we're crossing our fingers for that. Something exciting happened. 5150 Plastics is going to now be featured here on DLAW Fishing. They're going to sponsor us and help us grow our channel, and we're going to help market. I love 5150 worms, and if you aren't fishing with them, you're missing out. They flat out work. David Hernandez, one of the owners, is a great guy. Loves bass fishing and bass fishermen, and local Arizona guy. And anyway, I'm excited to help 5150 any way that I can, and they're going to help me also. So it's going to be really fun. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of them, and a lot of my bigger fish that I've been catching lately, I owe it to 5150 Plastics.
Lake is such a cold ass water. You see how fun it
Doesn't like the cold, huh?
hates it.
Yeah, this one does okay actually, as long as I prime it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just trailer it back on just real quick, just to make sure I'm good. You put the motor in.
I was gonna say that. I thought maybe you had a.
I just forgot to put it down. Come on back. Keep coming. I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna take my trailer boat. I'm gonna put it back on.
Okay.
Just test it.
Okay.
Test the new bunks. Go ahead. Woo! Is that two-wheel drive? Hopefully it wouldn't wreck. You're good?
Where do I park?
Up there to the right. Let's go to the right. Yeah, right over there. Oh, those new bunks are pretty.
Where do you park?
Up to the right. See that little road?
Okay.
See my bunks that I added? Those two new ones sticking out of the water?
They look nice.
See how the trailer's good.
Right on.
Oh, dude, that's a dream.
Right on.
It's not that clear right here.
Dang.
But that doesn't mean anything. This place gets stirred up
Oh,
right
yeah.
here.
Oh,
Thank you.
you're
I
right.
appreciate that.
My pleasure.
How many you got in the boat? It's so full.
He's full of crap. I've been watching. We're motoring out here. We're motoring out to we're gonna fish the dam side today. See if we can find some big ones over here. It's gonna be a really nice calm day. Should be able to do whatever we want. Just a light breeze if anything. And yeah, I'm going with some guys who know this lake better than me, so we'll see how it goes. All right, looks like Jay's brought us to his first favorite spot. We're gonna try, see what happened. I have no idea. I've never fished this before. So I'm in 39 feet of water, so I don't know what to expect here. But looks like a ghost town on the graph, but that doesn't mean anything. So this is what I've been seeing all day, a whole lot of not bass on the graph. This cove right here looks kind of promising. We'll check it and then I think we're gonna call it a day. I'm getting tired. Got up at 4:30. Couldn't sleep because I was all excited to come and fish Lake Havasu, and then Lake Havasu had to do me dirty. Morning, everybody. Just in the hotel room here, getting my shoes on, getting ready to go out for day 2 of practice at Havasu. See if we can find some fish. We did not find them yesterday, which was the day after a 50-mile-an-hour windstorm / rainstorm. So hopefully the fish are going to be eaten. That was a report from everyone. Nobody caught fish yesterday. So anyway, makes me feel a little better, but got to find some fish. We're going to go up in the river today, so see how we do. Yeah, it was a rough go this morning. Site 6, you can launch for free here, just FYI. The launch isn't the best. It has a major drop-off. There's a sign, but the drop-off's pretty much out of the water right now, so the ramp is super steep, and since I'm launching by myself, the boat starts floating away. I didn't turn my camera on. I wish I would have. I had to get in up to my knees and stop my boat from floating away. So yeah, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, probably less than 60 degrees out, and I'm wet up to my knees. My shoes are soaked, but my boat didn't float away. So anyway, see if we can find some fish. Hey.
Hey.
You launching?
No.
Oh.
Just waiting for Kenny to come down and we're driving over.
Alright. Well, I'm just fishing right across.
On the Cali side?
Yeah.
I'm actually, I think I'm looking, I know, I'm probably looking at the island. Probably on the cove that leads you into, because we're on the other side of the highway, 95.
Right.
But if I walk across the road, it's the lake.
Oh, well.
So if you're towards the dam side of the island, that last point,
Right.
I'm kind of looking out my window right across that little bay of water at that point.
Oh, okay. I kind of know where you're at. I mean, I'm straight across from the island. So,
Where?
so site 6 is out on the end of the island,
Right.
and I'm just straight across from there right now.
Okay.
But I could probably see you.
Point of the island, I can see there's like an orange or red lighthouse, red and white. I
Let
can
me
see a
see.
white boat out in the channel.
There's a white pontoon type boat out there.
Yeah, all I can see from here is just a white boat out there.
Yeah, I'm past that, but anyway, a fish jumped right here, so I slowed down and I got my drop shot out. But
Did you meet them this morning at 6?
no, they were getting breakfast, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna wait because it's still dark. And I'm thinking, yeah, I knew that it would still be dark.
I woke up about 5:50.
Yeah, I woke up about,
Them 7.
I got up at 5:30.
But I had to run get stuff from the late check-in. The lady drove it down to meet us last night, so I had to get stuff from her this morning.
I ran into quite a few guys. I ran into the guy, the DD26 boat.
The who?
The guy that has his son that fishes those tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
That
yeah.
the DD26 boat, I call it.
Yep, DD26. He's got a big 5150 on the side of his.
Yeah, so he's good friends with David Hernandez. So we were talking about him, and then I ran into the what's his name, Alan, the guy with the tracker. You know the tracker, the guy with the tracker?
I'm trying to get to high ground. I'm only hearing every other word.
Oh, sorry. It's probably because you're far away. Can you hear me?
I can hear you really good right there. I see a dark boat moving across the channel. Is that you out there?
No, I'm just sitting here. I'm in a white one.
Oh, that's right. This one looks kind of dark. It's kind of to the south from where that white boat was I was looking at.
Elle's texting me.
I got the cover off. We're ready to go. As soon as Judy comes down, I'm going to drive straight to Site 6. Is there a little dock at Site 6? There isn't, is it?
No, there is. There's
is
actually, it's better than most of our lakes.
So if I put the boat in, I can just tie it up and move my truck around.
Yeah, but I'm wet up to my knees. So you got Mason helping you, right?
Yeah.
So you need to probably either back him in or have him back you in, because so there's a drop off. There's even a sign that says, you know, be careful, there's a drop off, blah blah blah. So I was careful, I thought, but anyway, okay, so the drop off, I was thinking it was after I would get out in the water, but the drop off was like 4 feet out of the water. So the ramp starts getting really steep before you even put the boat in. And as steep as it is, basically, as soon as my boat touched the water, it started floating away.
Really?
How's it going? Good? How's it going so far? I fished this whole thing yesterday. No bites. We're going up in the river right now. It's what? You know what? It'll warm up. It was super warm. It was like 57. But I didn't start fishing till like 11 yesterday. So there's Trent's new boat. It's a Skeeter. It's like yours. It's a multi-species. He wanted that so he could take the family. Maybe they're coming around. My motor is just throwing mud right now. Maybe we need to go more to the left. You're throwing mud too.
Yeah, I hit the brakes on it.
You're about 6 inches above the mud. big smallmouth. Right. Good. There you go. Nice one. Well, that wraps up this episode. 2 days of practice, and we felt like we were ready. We had a game plan, and we were going to see what we could do to rematch against Lake Havasu from the year before, where we only weighed one fish. So the tournament turned out really good. I hope you watch the next episode. We did really well. We caught some big fish. We had a great time, and we got some good footage. There's some high drama involved at the end of the tournament. So stay tuned for our next episode. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like our episodes so we can keep doing these. Thanks again to 5150 Plastics and Bass Anonymous for sponsoring our videos.